Before we begin, if you'd love to receive more midday prayers like this, gentle moments where you can pause and let God meet you right where you are, you're welcome to subscribe so these sacred spaces don't pass you by. And if someone you care about is carrying a heavy day too, perhaps a friend whose shoulders are weighted or a sister whose heart is tired, feel free to share this prayer with them. Sometimes the most loving thing we can do is remind each other that we don't have to carry everything, prepare the way, and I don't have to navigate the future alone. Lord, you're restoring my emotional equilibrium, calming the storm that has been raging inside me. The anxiety that felt like it was drowning me is beginning to quiet. The overwhelm that felt like it was crushing me is beginning to lift. The heaviness that felt like it was suffocating me is beginning to dissipate. In its place, there's a growing sense of peace, not because my circumstances have changed, not because my to-do list has, alone. Father God, here I am, standing in the middle of this day that feels so much heavier than I anticipated when morning light first touched my window. The hours have stretched long already, and there are still so many more ahead of me, and I confess that I feel depleted in ways I don't always have words to express. My body feels the weight of every responsibility I've carried from the moment I woke, and my heart feels tender and bruised from the demands that haven't stopped, the needs that have nothing to offer, even when I feel like I'm failing at everything. Lord, you're giving me fresh courage to face the rest of this day. Not the kind of courage that ignores the difficulties or pretends everything is fine, but the kind of courage that acknowledges the challenges and chooses to trust you anyway. You're giving me grace to show up for what's ahead, not perfectly, not flawlessly, but faithfully, one moment at a time, one task at a time, one breath at a time. You're giving me, keep arising, the pressures that seem to multiply even as I try my best to meet them. Lord, I come to you now, not at the end of the day when everything is finished, not in the quiet of early morning before the world wakes, but right here, right now, in this midday moment when I'm tired and the afternoon still stretches before me like an uncharted road. I'm not sure I have the strength to walk. I feel it, God. This exhaustion that goes deeper than my muscles and bones. This fatigue that has activity. It's the presence of peace in the midst of activity, and that's the gift you're offering me right now. Lord, I receive this restoration you're pouring into me. I receive this renewal of my mind and my heart and my spirit. I receive this fresh infilling of your peace and your strength and your love. I receive this grace to continue, this courage to face what's ahead, this hope that tells me this day doesn't have to defeat me because you're with me in it. I receive the truth that I don't, settled into the very center of who I am. It's not just that my body is tired, though it is. It's not just that I haven't had enough rest, though I haven't. It's this soul weariness, this emotional depletion that makes everything feel harder than it should. The tasks that would normally feel manageable seem mountainous. The conversations I need to have feel like they require energy I simply don't possess. The decisions waiting for my attention feel overwhelming, and I find myself wanting to have to be perfect to be loved, that I don't have to have it all together to be valuable, that I don't have to meet every expectation to be enough, because in you I am already enough, already loved, already accepted, already cherished exactly as I am. Father, as I prepare to stand up from this midday pause and return to the demands of the day, I'm carrying something different with me now. I'm carrying the awareness of your presence, the assurance of your love, the confidence of your close my eyes and disappear into a quiet place where nothing is asked of me, where no one needs anything from me, where I can simply be still without the weight of expectation pressing down on my chest. Father, I've been moving through this day, trying to hold it all together, trying to be strong for everyone who depends on me, trying to maintain the appearance that I'm capable and steady and fine. But the truth is, I'm not fine. The truth is, I'm struggling beneath the surface, and the smile, hard, when the pressures mount again, when I start to feel overwhelmed by what's in front of me. Help me to come back to this place of surrender, this place of rest, this place where I meet you and you restore me. Remind me that I can pause anytime I need to, that I can turn my heart toward you in any moment, that I don't have to wait until I'm completely depleted to come to you for strength. Remind me that you're always available, always accessible, always ready to meet me with exactly what I've worn has required more effort than anyone knows. I've answered questions while my mind spins with worry. I've completed tasks while my heart carries burdens that no one can see. I've listened to others while my own soul cries out for someone to hear me, to see me, to recognize that I'm drowning in the middle of what looks like an ordinary day. God, you know how it feels when the morning's optimism has faded and reality has set in. You know the moment when I realize that the to-do list isn't permission to do what I can and trust you with what I can't, to give what I have and not feel guilty about what I don't have, to be present without being perfect, to try without having to succeed at everything. Father, I feel something shifting inside me, a new determination, not born of my own willpower, but born of your spirit working within me. It's a quiet confidence that I can finish this day, not because I've suddenly found some hidden reserve of personal strength, but because you're getting shorter, that the problems aren't resolving themselves, that the emotional weight I'm carrying isn't lifting on its own. You know the precise instant when discouragement settles in, when I look at the clock and realize how much day is left and wonder how I'm going to make it through. You know the heaviness that comes when I've given and given and given, and I feel like there's nothing left inside me to offer, yet the demands keep coming, the needs keep arising, and no one seems to notice. Faithfulness. I'm carrying the peace you've spoken into my anxious heart, the strength you've breathed into my weary soul, the hope you've planted in my discouraged spirit. I'm carrying the truth that I don't have to face the rest of this day alone, that you're going before me, and behind me, and beside me, that you're surrounding me with your favor as with a shield, that you're holding me steady even when I feel like I'm going to fall. God, help me to remember this moment when the afternoon gets, that I'm running on empty. Lord, I'm so tired of feeling invisible, of carrying burdens that no one acknowledges because they can't see inside my heart. I'm tired of the mental load that never stops, the constant planning and organizing and remembering and managing that happens inside my head, while everyone else assumes things just magically get done. I'm tired of the emotional labor of holding space for everyone else's feelings while stuffing down my own. I'm tired of being the strong one, the need. Lord, I'm standing now with renewed perspective, with refreshed vision, with a lighter heart than I had when I first came to you. The circumstances may not have changed, but I have changed because I've been with you, because you've ministered to the deepest needs of my soul. Because you've reminded me of what's true when so much in my life feels uncertain and unstable. You are my rock, my firm foundation, my sure footing. And as long as I'm standing on you, I won't be shaken. I may feel capable one, the one who always figures it out, the one who keeps everything running smoothly even when I'm falling apart inside. I'm tired of the loneliness that comes with being needed, but not truly known, being depended upon, but not deeply understood. Father, there's this ache in my chest that I've been trying to ignore, this sadness that I've been pushing aside because there's too much to do to stop and feel it. There's disappointment that I haven't let myself acknowledge, frustration that unsteady, I may feel weak, I may feel overwhelmed, but I won't be shaken because you're holding me. Father, I'm going back into the demands of this day, but I'm going differently than I was before. I'm going with your peace instead of my anxiety. I'm going with your strength instead of my depletion. I'm going with your perspective instead of my overwhelm. I'm going with your presence as my constant companion instead of going alone. And that changes everything. It doesn't make the tasks easier. Haven't given myself permission to express grief that I've been carrying without space to process it. There's anxiety about things I can't control, worry about people I love, fear about circumstances that feel bigger than my ability to handle them. And all of it swirls together in this midday moment, and I feel like I'm standing in the middle of a storm with no shelter, no rest, no relief in sight. God, I confess that I've been trying to do this on my own strength, and I've reached the end of, even when I'm stressed, to be loving even when it's hard. Help me to give from the overflow of what you're pouring into me, rather than from my own depleted reserves. Help me to be a conduit of your peace to the people in my life who are also carrying heavy burdens, who are also feeling overwhelmed, who also need to know they're not alone. Lord, I trust you with the rest of this day. I trust you with the tasks I need to complete, the conversations I need to have, the decisions I need to make, it. I've been operating as though it all depends on me, my effort, my planning, my problem solving, my ability to hold everything together. I've been white-knuckling my way through, clenching my jaw and pushing forward, telling myself that I just need to be tougher, work harder, dig deeper. But I've dug as deep as I can, and I've found emptiness there. I've pushed as hard as I'm able, and I've only pushed myself to the edge of breaking. I've tried to be enough, and I've discovered that I'm not, but it makes me capable of facing them. It doesn't make the challenges smaller, but it makes me more resilient in meeting them. It doesn't remove the difficulties, but it gives me grace sufficient for navigating them. God, help me to extend to others the grace you've shown me. Help me to be patient with the people who need something from me, remembering that they have their own struggles I can't see, just as I have struggles others can't see. Help me to be kind even when I'm tired, to be gentle that I can't be, that I was never meant to carry all of this alone. So here I am, Lord, in the middle of this ordinary Thursday afternoon, or this overwhelming Tuesday, or this exhausting Wednesday, whatever day it is, and I'm coming to you with empty hands and a weary heart. I'm coming to you, not because I have it all together, but precisely because I don't. I'm coming to you, not in strength, but in weakness. I'm coming to you, not with solutions, but with problems I don't know how to solve. I'm never fails. When I feel alone, remind me that you're closer than my own breath, that you'll never leave me, that your presence is my constant companion through every single moment of this day and every day to come. You're restoring me right now, in this very moment, and I receive it with a grateful heart. In Jesus' name, I rest in you. Amen. If this prayer has restored your heart today, brought you peace in the middle of your heavy day, or reminded you that you're not alone in what you're coming to you not as someone who has conquered the day, but as someone who feels conquered by it. And Father, even as I pour out this weariness to you, even as I name this exhaustion and this overwhelm, I sense something shifting. I sense your presence drawing near, not with judgment for my weakness, but with compassion for my humanity. I sense you meeting me right here, right now, in the middle of this heavy day, not waiting for me to clean myself up, or pull myself together, or find my spiritual responsibilities I need to fulfill. I trust you with the people I love who are facing their own struggles. I trust you with the situations I can't control, the problems I can't solve, the outcomes I can't guarantee. I trust you with my own heart, the parts that are still tender, the parts that are still healing, the parts that are still learning to rest in you instead of striving in my own strength. Father, thank you for meeting me here in the middle of this overwhelming day. Thank you for not equilibrium. You're coming to me as I am, tired, discouraged, depleted, overwhelmed, and you're not disappointed in me. You're not frustrated with my lack of strength. You're not shaking your head at my inability to handle everything perfectly. Instead, you're looking at me with eyes full of tender love, and you're inviting me to stop striving and simply receive. Lord Jesus, you who walked the dusty roads of Galilee and knew physical exhaustion, you who felt the press of crowds and the weight of carrying, you're welcome to subscribe so you can receive more prayers like this one. Gentle moments where God meets you right where you are. And if someone you love could use God's comfort right now, if there's a friend or family member who's also feeling overwhelmed and weary, feel free to share this prayer with them. Sometimes the most healing thing we can do is remind each other that we don't have to carry everything by ourselves, that God is near, and that His grace is sufficient for whatever others needs constantly pulling at you. You who experienced what it means to be human in this tired, demanding world, you understand. You understand what it's like when people want things from you that you don't have the energy to give. You understand what it's like to need rest and not be able to find it. You understand what it's like to carry heavy burdens, to feel the weight of responsibility, to know emotional exhaustion. You understand me, and in your understanding, I find a comfort that waiting until I had it all figured out, until I had pulled myself together, until I was spiritually strong enough to come to you properly. Thank you for meeting me in my weakness, in my weariness, in my honest struggle. Thank you for loving me not despite my limitations but through them, for showing your strength most clearly when I'm at my weakest. Thank you for being a God who doesn't demand perfection, but offers grace, who doesn't require strength but provides it, who doesn't leave me to, goes deeper than words can express. Father, I'm beginning to realize that this midday moment, this pause in the middle of my overwhelming day, isn't an interruption. It's an invitation. You're inviting me to stop and let you restore what has been depleted. You're inviting me to release what I've been gripping so tightly. You're inviting me to breathe and remember that I'm not alone in this, that I was never meant to carry everything by myself, that your grace is sufficient even when my strength, figure everything out on my own, but walks with me every step of the way. God, I'm finishing this prayer with a heart that feels lighter, a spirit that feels refreshed, a mind that feels clearer, and a soul that feels restored. You've done what only you can do. You've taken my weariness and given me rest. You've taken my anxiety and given me peace. You've taken my discouragement and given me hope. You've taken my depletion and filled me with your strength. I don't have to finish this day alone, is not. This moment right here, right now, is sacred ground because you've met me here, and wherever you are is holy, whether it's in a church sanctuary or in my kitchen in the middle of the afternoon, whether it's on my knees in prayer or sitting at my desk feeling like I can't go on. God, I want to release this weight I've been carrying. I want to open my clenched fists and let go of the burdens I've been holding so tightly, as if my grip is what keeps everything from falling apart. I want to, we're facing today, surrender the pressure I've placed on myself to be perfect, to have it all figured out, to never struggle, to always be strong. I want to let go of the expectations, both the ones others have placed on me and the ones I've placed on myself, that have been crushing me beneath their weight. I want to release the worry that spins in my mind, the anxiety that tightens in my chest, the fear that whispers that I'm not going to be able to handle what's ahead. Lord, I release to you this feeling that I'm failing, that I'm not doing enough, that I should be better at managing my life and my emotions and my responsibilities. I release to you the guilt I've been carrying for not being more patient, more joyful, more grateful, more spiritually mature. I release to you the comparison that steals my peace when I look at others who seem to have it all together and wonder what's wrong with me that I'm struggling so much. I release to you the disappointment I feel in myself, the harsh self-judgment, the critical voice that tells me I should be stronger than this. Father, I release to you the specific situations that have been weighing on my heart, the relationship that feels strained and broken, the financial pressure that keeps me awake at night, the health concern that frightens me, the decision I don't know how to make, the person I love who is struggling and I can't fix it for them, the responsibility that feels too big for me to carry, the pain from the past that keeps resurfacing, the uncertainty about the future that makes me feel unsteady and afraid. I've been carrying all of these things as if they're mine alone to bear, but you're reminding me that you want to carry them with me. that you want to bear the weight I was never meant to carry by myself. And as I release these burdens to you, God, I feel something beginning to shift inside me. It's subtle at first, like the first hint of dawn before the sun breaks the horizon, like the first whisper of wind before a storm clears. It's a lightness, a loosening, a sense that maybe, just maybe, I don't have to hold everything so tightly. Maybe I can trust you with what I can't control. Maybe I can rest in your faithfulness instead of striving in my own effort. Maybe this moment of surrender isn't weakness. Maybe it's the strongest thing I can do. Lord, as I sit here in this midday pause, I'm becoming aware of your presence in a way I wasn't before. You're here with me, not far off in heaven observing from a distance, but here, close, nearer than my own breath. You're here like gentle sunlight breaking through clouds, warm and soft and life-giving. You're here like a cool breeze on a hot day, refreshing and renewing. You're here like still water after a storm, calm and peaceful and restorative. You're here like a refuge in the middle of chaos, a shelter in the midst of the storm, a safe place where I can finally let down my guard and be honest about how hard this has been. Father, speak to my weary soul in this moment. Speak words of comfort to the places inside me that feel bruised and tender. Speak words of peace to the anxious thoughts that have been swirling in my mind. Speak words of hope to the discouraged places that have been telling me it's always going to be this hard, that nothing is ever going to change, that I'm always going to feel this tired and overwhelmed. Speak your truth over the lies I've been believing, the lie that I'm alone, the lie that I have to be perfect, the lie that my worth is determined by my productivity or my ability to meet everyone's expectations, the lie that you're disappointed in me for struggling. God, I hear you whispering to my heart that I am loved, not for what I do, but for who I am. I hear you reminding me that I am your beloved daughter, precious in your sight, cherished beyond measure, valued not for my performance but simply because I'm yours. I hear you saying that my worth isn't determined by how much I accomplish today or how well I hold it all together or whether I meet every demand placed upon me. I hear you telling me that it's okay to be tired, that it's okay to struggle, that it's okay to need help, that being human means having limits, and that's not a flaw. It's part of the design. Lord, you're breathing new life into the depleted places inside me. Where there has been exhaustion, you're bringing restoration. Where there has been heaviness, you're bringing lightness. Where there has been discouragement, you're bringing hope. Where there has been confusion, you're bringing clarity. Where there has been anxiety, you're bringing peace. Where there has been loneliness, you're bringing the profound awareness that I am never, ever alone. You are with me, and your presence changes everything. Father, I feel your strength beginning to rise up within me. Not the kind of strength that comes from gritting my teeth and pushing through, but the kind of strength that comes from resting in you, from leaning into your grace, from trusting in your sufficiency when mine runs out. It's a quieter kind of strength, a steadier kind of strength, the kind that doesn't have to prove itself or earn its place or demonstrate its capability. It's the strength that comes from knowing I'm held by you, supported by your everlasting arms, upheld by your unfailing love. God, you're renewing my mind in this moment, clearing away the fog of fatigue and overwhelm, bringing fresh perspective to situations that felt impossibly complicated just moments ago. You're helping me see that the mountain I've been staring at doesn't have to be climbed all at once, that I can take one step at a time, that I don't have to figure out next week or next month or next year right now. I only need grace for this present moment, and you promise that your grace is sufficient for whatever this moment holds. You're helping me see that I don't have to carry tomorrow's worries today, that I can trust you with what's ahead, that you go before me and gotten shorter, not because the challenges have disappeared, but because you're here, and your presence is my peace. You are my peace, and in you I find the rest my soul has been desperately seeking. Father, I feel you healing the places in my heart that have been wounded by this day, by this season, by the accumulation of small disappointments and large griefs, by feeling unseen and unappreciated, by carrying burdens that felt too heavy. You see every tear I've held back, every hurt I've minimized, every moment I've felt alone in what I was going through. You see it all, and you care about all of it, not just the big dramatic things, but the small daily struggles that wear me down. You care about my tired body and my weary heart. You care about the loneliness I feel even in a crowded room. You care about the discouragement I've been battling. You care about all of it, and your care is healing me from the inside out. God, you're reminding me of who I am in you, not defined by my exhaustion or my struggles, not limited by my weaknesses or my failures, but defined by your love, empowered by your spirit, filled with your life. You're reminding me that I am resilient because you are my strength. I am capable because you work through me. I am able to continue because you sustain me. I am not alone because you are always with me. I am not forgotten because you see me, you know me, you understand me, and you never, ever turn away from me, even when I'm at my worst, even when to walk with me through every remaining hour. You're going to be my strength when mine fails. You're going to be my peace when anxiety tries to rise up again. You're going to be my hope when discouragement tries to creep back in. You're going to be my companion in every moment, whether it's easy or hard, whether it goes smoothly or falls apart, whether I feel your presence or not, you'll be there, faithful and true. God, you're helping me see that rest isn't just something that happens when all the work is done. Rest is something I can carry with me, even in the middle of activity. Rest is a posture of my heart, a trust in your sufficiency, a release of the burden to make everything turn out right through my own effort. Rest is knowing that the world doesn't depend on me holding it together, that you're sovereign over all things, that you're working even when I can't see it, that you're in control even when everything feels chaotic. This rest you're giving me isn't the absence of because you're with me. I don't have to be perfect because your grace covers me. I don't have to have all the answers because you're guiding me. I don't have to be enough on my own because you are more than enough for me. Lord, carry me through the rest of this day with your gentle strength. When I feel tired, remind me that your power is made perfect in my weakness. When I feel overwhelmed, remind me to take one moment at a time. When I feel discouraged, remind me of your faithfulness that